Hi, good morning everyone. Pupunta po tayo sa mas technical side. This would allow us to further drill down our goal of ending gender-based violence through the proper use of technology. A lot of us use technology not necessarily in the proper way. Some of us abuse it, and some more than others use it to harm other people. So in my presentation, we'll discuss about the role of cyber hygiene in online safe spaces. So to start, what is an online safe space and why is it important? So an online safe space is a digital environment where people can feel comfortable to express themselves without fear or judgment. It is a space for people to connect and share their experiences, opinions, and feelings without being attacked or put down. It is a space where people can feel free to express themselves in a respectful manner, free from cyberbullying, trolling, or any other forms of cyber harassment. Online safe spaces provide users with a safe and supportive environment to communicate, share ideas, and ask questions. Online safe spaces can be found in various forms such as private chat rooms, discussion boards, Facebook groups, other social media platforms. So why is it important? 7 in 10 or 68% of girls and young women have experienced online harassment and violence, such as threats of sexual harassment, threats of physical violence, anti-LGBTQ plus comments, body shaming in the Philippines. This is based on a survey conducted by Plan International. Roughly 8 out of 10 or 79% said they or other girls they know have received threats of sexual violence on social media accounts. And 67 of these young women were harassed by people they knew. In recent statistics, there is a steady growth of cyberbullying trends from the 32% in 2016 to 43%, mostly young girls and LGBTQ plus community members in 2019. It is also estimated that 37% of those bullied develop social anxiety, 36% develop depression, with 24% even having suicidal thoughts. So cyberbullying can have devastating consequences for its victims, leading to depression, anxiety, and even suicide in extreme cases. Unfortunately, cyberbullying affects people of all ages, but there are certain groups that are especially vulnerable to these types of abuse. So who are prone to cyberbullying? So in the Philippines, children and teenagers are particularly susceptible to cyberbullying due to their inexperience with online communication and their lack of experience with online safety. Young people may be more likely to share personal information online, which can make them an easy target for bullies. Additionally, young people may not be aware of the potential consequences of their actions online and may not understand the importance of being aware of their online presence. LGBTQ plus youth are also at a higher risk of cyberbullying due to the potential for their sexual orientation or gender identity to be used as a weapon against them. This group may face more severe forms of cyberbullying due to prejudice and hatred directed against them. People who are seen as different in some ways are also at a heightened risk of becoming victims of cyberbullying, whether it's due to their race, religion, ability, or appearance. It is important to remember that anyone can be a victim of cyberbullying regardless of age, race, gender, or sexual orientation. So it's essential to us that we be made aware of the risks associated with online interactions. What is cyber hygiene? So cyber hygiene is the practice of maintaining a secure and safe digital environment. This includes regularly changing passwords and using multi-factor authentications, as well as controlling who has access to your personal information. It was designed to help keep individuals and organizations safe while using the internet. Here are the benefits of having a good cyber hygiene. So cyber hygiene also involves being aware of what you post online, regularly updating your software and antivirus, and avoiding clicking on suspicious links. These practices are essential for reducing the risk of online violence by ensuring your digital environment is secure. When we do this, you are less likely to be targeted by hackers or scammers or malicious actors. Additionally, by being aware of what you post, you can avoid putting yourself in a vulnerable position. A good cyber hygiene also helps in creating a safer online environment for others, not just for yourself. When everyone practices good cyber hygiene, it reduces the amount of malicious activity online. By reducing these activities, individuals are less likely to be victims of online violence. So here are the basic practices of a good cyber hygiene routine. Yung mga kaya natin gawin. If you are not technical, kaya din pong gawin ito. Cyber hygiene involves the use of strong passwords and multi-factor authentication. It also involves keeping software and systems up to date and being mindful of the information that you are sharing online. It's also monitoring your online activity and checking if kayo ba talaga yung gumawa ng activity na yun. Minsan, ang ginagawa is kinakopy yung profile picture ko and my name, and then they create a new account. Importante din na alam ng people who you interact with online na ito lang yung account ninyo, and aware sila na if they see another account, they should notify you immediately. So it's not just your responsibility, it's a shared responsibility of everyone to keep our online platforms and digital world a safer place. It's increasingly important in today's digital world as hackers and other malicious actors have become more sophisticated and data breaches have become commonplace. So, aminin ba natin sa hindi, medyo marami-rami nga tayo nakikita at nababalita na merong mga nakukuhang mga passwords and usernames to different sites. By practicing good cyber hygiene, people can help protect their data from being accessed and used without their authorization. So, good cyber hygiene is the responsibility of everyone, not just individuals, but also the organizations that we are in. Individuals should take steps to protect their personal data, such as avoiding public Wi-Fi networks as much as possible. But if you do need to connect to public Wi-Fis, please make sure that you don't access your bank details during that session or use VPNs. So VPNs are virtual private networks that you use to further secure your online traffic. So here are other steps to ensure a safer online space. So lock your devices. Make sure that when you do step away from your computers, your phones, if you leave them unattended for a long period of time, please make sure to lock them so that people will not have the access to it. Next is be aware of phishing scams. So phishing scams are those who send suspicious emails, text messages, and social media posts that ask for your personal information or contain suspicious links. So the third one is keep your software up to date. So make sure that your OS and applications are always updated with latest patches and security updates. So for the fourth one, be aware of social engineering attacks. So social engineering attacks are those who study your day-to-day activities and then try to find ways where they can inject themselves and con you into a false sense of security, and with that give them the opportunity to get your user credentials. If your company has security devices issued to you, they might either copy it or get that from you in order to access your information. Here are the steps of making the internet a safer place. If you are experiencing or if you're a victim of cyberbullying, it can be tempting to respond to the cyberbullying. So, however, responding in any way will only encourage the bully and could potentially worsen the situation. If you're being cyberbullied, the best thing to do is to ignore the bully and to get screenshots, get the evidences that they are bullying you, and then report the incident to the proper authorities. So for the second one, don't post hurtful comments. comments. Please be mindful of your comments. Many people who commit cyberbullying do so because they think they can get away with it. But it's important to remember that your words have power and that they can have a lasting impact on the person or group you are targeting. So please refrain from posting hurtful or inflammatory comments, even in response to someone else's comments. Let's conduct ourselves how we want others to treat us. So if we want to be respected, let's be respectful of them too. The third one is don't be afraid to block or report. If someone is cyberbullying you or someone you know is bullying you, don't be afraid to block them or report them to the website or the social media platform that you are using. The last but not the least tips is educate yourself and others. It's important to educate yourself and others about cyberbullying and its consequences. So take time to learn about the different types of cyberbullying and how to recognize it and how to respond to it. Teach yourselves and the people around you how to use the internet safely and responsibly. By following these tips, you can help make sure that the internet is a safer place for everyone, not just for yourselves. Again, cyberbullying is a serious issue and it affects many people. But if we all work together, we can help to make the internet a safer and more enjoyable experience for everyone. With that, I'd like to thank everyone.